because thanks to the context study, it really, I think it's helped um, overturn some narrow thinking in the field of bullying, which had been sort of dominated by this perspective that it was pathological behavior that was a reaction to problematic home lives or psychological problems. And the context study helped show that actually there's a second and perhaps more common pattern, that it's where in bullying is completely normal and not deviant behavior, but is instrumental and effective for helping some adolescents achieve the goal of social status.
So adolescents used it as a way to become more popular in
Yeah,
school?
yeah. And so for the longest time, psychologists really had this very narrow view of what bullying was and why it occurred, which really centered around problematic home lives, and home environments, and psychological deficiencies of various sorts, empathy deficits, impulse, reactivity issues, all these, that's all true. That is one source of or set of causes of bullying. But thanks to the context data, which told us, was the first study to tell us not just who was a bully, who was a victim, but specifically who was bullying whom. And because it was an ongoing study that had multiple waves, we could find out what happened after. So what happened to the two people who were implicated in a bullying situation. And what we found is that the bullies, depending on who they targeted, gained in social status, and the victims lost it. And so and we also showed that their orientations, the kids who care more about being popular were more likely to engage in bullying. And if they had friends, even if they didn't care about being popular, if they even had friends who cared a lot about being popular, they were more likely to get involved in bullying. And it's deeply implicated in the status arrangements of schools. So the kids, aggression and victimization tend to escalate as kids become more central in the social life of their school.